Good evening, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Summerside, PEI. As it's time for the Ed McNeill Memorial Tournament, you're tuned into High Button Sports. Happy to give you the coverage all tournament long. It's a pleasure to do this one of the most well-ran tournaments in the east coast of Canada. As we have the Fredericton Canadians on the left side of your screen in red, taking on the Valley Jets in white on the right side. We'll play 3 12-minute periods for the round robin. Starting off today, the Edsa Beavers took down the Bedford Blues in the first game here at the Allen Petroleum Energy Center. There's 2 games going on at a time, but we're only streaming this one rink. And then the Pownell Devils just took down the Dartmouth Whalers 1-0. This is our 3rd game here of the day. Canadians versus Jets. Where would you rather be than with us here on High Button Sports? Starting in goal for the Canadians is Emery Esty and Jace Galley for the Jets. As they'll draw the puck in center ice, and we are underway here in Summerside as the Canadians get the opening possession. As Morawski will play it towards the opposite end. And on the forecheck is McShane. He'll get the puck behind the net. McShane has it. Play to the point. D-to-D pass over Morawski. He'll look for a lane and shoot one. This can be a first save of the game for Jace Galley of the Jets. So we'll take a look at the Nova Scotia standings for the U13 AAA. Jets sit in 7th place in their league. As we're going to look at the New Brunswick standings in the next whistle. Here come the Jets, played up ahead, looking to spring a breakaway for Andrews, but it's going to be turned over. Here come the Canadians. Here's Hoyt, Cody Hoyt over across, looking for the one-timer. There's Markowski's rebounds there, and they score! An early goal for the Canadians. It's the captain, Markowski, who lights the lamp and breaks the ice here at the Ed. So, Fredericton up and running here in Summerside. Sam Markowski gets the goal for Freddie. And a great start for the boys in red, the Bleu Blanc Rouge, if you will. Jets looking to respond. They have the puck in the corner. Pass over to Coleman, looking to clear. Ends up on the stick of Galliot. Kept in by Scott. Let a shot go. That's going to be covered up by Galley, the goaltender for the Valley. I'm sure he's heard that reference before. Take a look at the standings that I promised you. The Canadians sitting in 7th as well, so 2 teams in 7th place in their respective leagues going out of here this afternoon. A 4 o'clock start in the local time in beautiful Summerside, PEI. Canadians have the puck at the blue line. It's going to be kept in by Miller. As the collision near the wall, looking to poke it out was Kirkpatrick. Jets have it in their own zone. Here's Taylor looking to clear, but kept in by the Canadians as Jets regain possession. But Scott there at the blue line, number 23, will send it in deep. There to pick it up is Coleman. Maverick Coleman will go opposite boards. Finds the stick of Taylor. Poked up ahead looking for Brooks, but kept in by the Habs. Puck play to the blue line. As here comes Galliot. Galliot will look to get it in deep as there's a lot of fresh ice on the Canadian side. As McDougall will poke it ahead, here comes Freddie Beach on the right side. Entering the zone, here's Dara on the forecheck. Dara will battle for Kinsman for possession. Puck comes free for the Jets. Here's Slomwhite, cross ice pass, picked up. Here's Galliot looking at the blue line. As him and Shepard battling for a loose possession. Jets can make a change here. First real O-zone pressure for the Jets as they have the puck behind the net. Here is Slomwhite. Pass to the slot. Shot is on. Tipped. And that will just hover over the net as a point shot from Cooper Best will hit a stick and just trickle wide. As puck on the stick now of Graves. Play to the point. Here's Morse. Morse will make a move on the blue line. Looking to go D-to-D, but that will escape the zone. Jets forced to regroup. Nice fake pass from Best as he'll send it in deep. Cooper Best out to play it is Esty, number 33. Leaves it for his D-man. Canadians have it. Up the wall, McDougall will look to clear, but it's going to be kept in for a moment. As Shepard will chip it out the zone right under the stick of Best. Here's Cooper Best. Will slow things down. Plays it up the wall for Hale. Hale up for Sloan White, who will go cross ice. And that looks like it's going to be an icing call against the Jets with 9:04 to go here in the first period. So the way this tournament works, if you're curious on who moves on, there's 2 conferences. In each conference, there's 4 divisions. And in each division, there's 3 teams. The top 3 teams will move on to the quarterfinals. And there's also a bye to the quarterfinals as well for the top seeded team in each division. That's going to be cleared into the zone. I'll confirm that math for you. I don't think I explained that right, but I'll confirm when I have a chance. There's a lot of teams here. There's a round of 16, but then there's also a quarterfinals. So I'll get the exact math for you in just a moment. But right now, all you got to worry about is the Caps, or the Canadians rather, bringing up 1-0 against the Jets. Here is Vern looking to clear for the Valley. Vern will get the blue line and send it in deep. Out to play it once again is Esty, who will leave it there for his defenseman, who was tangled up on the play. Watch out, Jets have possession. Here is Varen. Varen, number 17, the righty, will cycle it in deep. Finds Woodworth. Here is Luke Woodworth, a familiar name here on iButton Sports, but not the one who played for the Drummondville Voltigeurs. Of course, here's Watts at the blue line, shot towards the goal, but he's sticked away, picked up by Cargano. Here's Cargano through the middle. He'll be sent down the ice. No icing on the play, as getting there first was Watts, but sent right back in the zone. Back on the ice is the goal scorer Markowski. He's in on the forecheck. Shot from Scott Lilly, sent just wide of the net. Puck picked up in the corner. Here is Kirkpatrick for the Habs, but he gets tripped with the puck by Varen. Here is Thomas Varen. He'll go opposite wall. Picked up by Andrews. Here is Landon Andrews through the middle, looking for Varen, but that'll be back on the stick of Andrews, sent to the zone, but that's going to be offside as a 2-on-0 is developing there for Valley. But they weren't able to drag the foot enough. Look at the top scorers after this next whistle. They'll drop the puck in front of the Habs bench. Here's Scott out the face-off win for Fredericton. Played up ahead, but it's going to be picked off. Here's Galliot. Shot. Will be stopped. There'll be no rebound. That was the first shot of the game for Emery Esty. So Sam Markowski from Beckett McShane and Cody Holt, the official goal call. 86 from 19 and 29. As they'll throw the puck right on net off the face-off, which will cause another whistle. 7:06 to go here in the first. 3 12-minute periods for the round robin. Face off to the blocker side of the Habs goaltender. One back by Fredericton. Here's Scott in his own end. Scott looking to clear, but he's got 2 Jets on him. Comes free for Valley. Looking to play it towards the point was Brooks, but he got tangled up. Comes free for Freddie. Played up the wall. Looking to clear, but good pinch by Kinsman to keep the play alive, and that's going to be sent the opposite direction. Last man back is Taylor. D-to-D pass over Coleman. Coleman through the middle had a shin pad right under the stick of Isaac Miller for the Canadians. As watch out there, they were changing, looking to get some fresh troops out there. Almost caused a too many men penalty. As here is Graves. Pass towards the goal. Looking to backhand on that one. Net was Coleman, but he couldn't get a good piece of stick on that. As puck to the point, blocked in front. Good job there. Number 18, Isaac Miller, to get a shin pad on that one. Here's Markowski. Will cycle it for Miller. Miller looking to go up the wall. It was sent the opposite direction, right on the stick of Scott. He's got a forechecker on him. That is Sloan White. As Canadians looking to clear, that will escape the zone. Coleman will recollect and send it in deep. Out to play it once again is Esty. Using for his defenseman Scott. Scott has the puck behind his own net. Up for Markowski. Markowski looks to start the breakout here for the Canadians. Nice pass cross ice under the stick of Stella. Stella's in on the forecheck as it hopped over his twig. Jets have it. Played to the middle. Nice move there from Galliot. Hoyt has it, but turned over. Markowski looking for the puck on the wall. This will use his body to shield the puck and send it in deep. Good play there from the youngster. That's going to be cleared out the zone. Off the bench is Kirkpatrick, will play towards the middle, but it's going to be out of the reach of everybody, onto the stick of Watts. As Best will play it towards the opposite wall. Picked up by Shepard for the Canadians. Played up ahead. Here's McLean. Turned over. Here's Vernon, now gets hit in neutral ice. And that'll be a penalty. You can't hit in this league at this level. So it looks like body contact will be the official signal. And if you're wondering why the referees look a little different for this tournament, they all get their own custom jersey. They get their own number as well, pretty cool. And their home province is also represented on the jersey, so that's pretty neat to see. Not just the kids who get the cool stuff here in this one. So Habs are up a goal. They'll head to the power play with 5 minutes to go in the first period. Puck is dropped, scrum draw, won by the Jets up ahead. As Canadians will get possession. Shot from distance will go over the net. Chance here for the Jets to clear, and they will not be able to get by Shepard at the blue line, who holds the puck inside the zone, but it's going to be played with a hand pass, which will stop play, and they'll drop the puck in the neutral ice. Canadians did not like to start that power play, so they'll change things up 15 seconds into it. Jets keep the same four out there. And for the draw is McShane. Puck is won back with the Habs. McDougall plays it over for Hoyt. Hoyt had the assist on the opening marker. He has the puck in the neutral zone. Hoyt over to McDougall. McDougall will enter the zone. Will drop it off up top for Stella. Sent in deep. Out of the corner. Looking to make a play is McShane. McShane will spin off the check. Has the puck behind the net. McShane looking for a lane. Will play it up top for Stella. Here's Hoyt. As the return pass was intercepted, and watch out here, it's a foot race. Favorable bounce for the Jets. And here's Andrews, stop made on the breakaway. That puck took a funny hop on the way down. Perfect placement for Andrews. But a bigger save from Esty on the shorthanded chance for the Jets. Play will be stopped as Andrews took the net off in the desperation trying to find the puck. Face off, one back by the Habs inside their own zone. There's a minute and 6 seconds to go on the power play. As Stella will look cross ice, picked up. Here's Markowski, has the opening goal in this game. Markowski will backhand it up to the point for Hoyt. Cross ice pass for Stella, picked up on his backhand. Stella down low, finds Markowski. Markowski up for Stella. Stella will look for a lane, fakes the shot, finds Markowski instead. Markowski down the corner. As pass towards the middle, off the stick of the goaltender. Looking for the return pass, Markowski. He's all over the ice like a blanket right now. He has the puck again, number 86, places the point for Hoyt. Hoyt finds Stella. Stella shoots it low, looking for the tip, but that will just go wide of the net. 20 seconds to go on the power play for the Canadians. They have the puck. Here's Markowski, top of the circle, looking for an option. In the corner now is Markowski. Cross ice pass, Stella will walk in and shoot on low, looking for the tip. Maybe his brother in front of the other Stella was looking for the redirection. There's two Stellas out there. Here's Markowski on the half wall, plays it down low. As that is Keegan Stella behind the net. Number 97 plays up top for Hoyt. Hoyt for walk the line and shoot on low off the pad of Galley. Makes the save as the penalty expires. Back to 5-on-5. So the Jets kill out the penalty. A shot from Markowski looking for second of the game. Rebound picked up in the corner. Great zone pressure from the Canadians. Shot tipped in front by once again Markowski. I've said his name 25 times already. It seems like his Jets looking to clear. Played off the glass. Kept in by Stella. That's Chase Stella, number 72. Here's his brother Keegan looking for the puck. Keegan will lose it as Jets get possession. Here is Varon looking to clear. Kept in by Stella. Pass towards the middle. Looking for Markowski, but out of the end of his shift, he wasn't able to find the puck. And that'll be sent down the ice for an icing call. As the Habs off to a pretty good start here in Summerside. 2:25 to go in the first period. They're up 1-0. McLean will take the face-off against Slom White to the blocker side of Galley. Puck dropped, won by the Canadians. Shot from the point blocked. Rebound shot as well, this time blocked by a teammate. Rebound was sent just wide of the net, as that was Gilbert spinning and shooting in the slot. Puck comes straight for Slom White. Played through the crease, turned over. It's going to be kept in by Miller. Laid down low, but Slom White makes up for his turnover, gets the puck right back as Scott finds it. Scott towards the slot. Backhand shot, stop made in tight. Rebounds right there in the blue paint, but cleared away. As the Jets will take over. They might have numbers here. So here comes Riley under the zone. Jets will turn it over. Here's Coleman. They'll send it back in deep. No icing on the play. Canadians will take it by their own net. They're going to start the breakout. Here's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick had Sloan White pinching on him, couldn't clear the zone. Minute and a half to go in the first period. Jets will look to send it back towards this Canadian zone, but met at the line by a Freddie jersey, and now be sent deep into the Jet zone. Here's Kinsman behind his own net. Brennan Kinsman will go up the wall, but turned over as McDougall on the forecheck, puck comes straight at the line. Played ahead by Woodworth. Poked free. Here come the Jets. Here's Barron. Barron has a lane towards the goal. Short side. Rebounds there. Stopped as well. Andrews had the second effort, but both saves made by Esty. Andrews has the puck on the half wall. Gets hit in the wall as we enter the last minute of play here in the first period. Here comes Barron. Barron looking for the loose puck. Has it. Makes a move. Trying to go between the legs there. Puck comes free. Shot is on. This goes over the top shelf as Cooper Best was looking for the twine there. Up over the shoulder of the goaltender, will play on. 45 seconds to go in the period. Looking to clear the Habs. That will hit a skate. Puck is bouncing, kept in by the Jets, but quickly exit the zone off an unfavorable bounce. DD pass. Jets have it, looking to get the zone. That's going to be before the red line, and out to play was the goaltender. But they will call it icing regardless. With 29 seconds to go in the first period. Take a look at the top scorers in the U13 AAA League in Newfoundland. Cameron Shepard, 25 goals in 17 games. You'll see him play for the Kings this weekend. Puck is dropped. Here is Stella from the blue line. Shot tipped in front. Rebound cleared away. As that was Chase Stella, number 72. He's a defenseman. And back on the ice is Markowski, but he couldn't stay on side. So that will stop play with 19 seconds remaining in the first. Markowski has the only goal of this game so far. Came on the first shift of the game for the Habs. They're ready to go right off the hop. Puck will be dropping in front of the Jets bench. Puck hits the ice. One back for the Habs. They've been great on the dot today. Here's Stella. Up ahead for Markowski. Markowski through the middle. Shot is on! That was off the tip of the glove and over the net. As that was Beckett McShane who let a wrister go. Here's Markowski again. The slot area stop made. Rebounds there for McShane, but he sends it wide. Here's Stella out of the corner. And that's going to do it. Time runs out in the Habs. But they're up a goal here after the first 12 minutes of play. Shots were 7-5 in favor of Fredericton. We'll take a very quick break here. 40 seconds to be exact. You're tuned into High Button Sports with Ed McNeill. Back in a moment. Welcome back inside Credit Union Place. Canadians up on the Jets 1-0 here at the Ed McNeill Memorial Championship. As they'll drop the puck. A fresh 12 minutes on the board, and it's the Jets have the opening possession. Here's Taylor. Taylor will look to get the puck in the corner, and he will. Makes a move past the forecheck. Play to the blue paint area. That's going to be tipped in front. Stop made by Esty. Penalty on the way as the Canadians can't touch up yet, so it'll be a delayed call. Jets will leave it towards the middle, but it's going to be eventually touched up by Kirkpatrick. Cross-checking the signal from the referee. And right off the hop, the Jets went to the power play, looking to tie the game here in Summerside. As looks like Adam Scott, not the golfer, the hockey player, will sit for 2 or less. Jets power play, their first chance of the night. In for the draw is on White. One back to the blue line. Jets have it. Here's Best. Shot through the screen. Tipped on goal. Stop made by Esty. And rebound will be played up ahead. Here's McLean. Also try and dump it in, but that will go out of play. Take a look at the All-Star jerseys up for grabs. The first year they have an All-Star team, or All-Star game I should say, in this tournament. And those are the jerseys that the kids will be able to wear if they make the team. So they're playing for the Ed Cup, but they're also playing for some cool jerseys. Lots on the line here this weekend in Summerside. Puck is dropped. One to the wall. Jets have it. Here's Varon. Varon will put the brakes on. So set up here on the power play. Here's Best up top. Back to Varon. Varon looking across ice. Pass was successful, but able to handle it was Andrews. Play back to the point. Here's Andrews again at the top of the circle. He'll weave his way through the slot. Shot up high. Stop made by Varon. And there'll be no rebound. That's number 33 in red. Makes a save. 11:03 to go in the second. They'll keep the same five out there for the Jets. This looks to be their top power play unit. Slom White in for the draw against McShane. Puck dropped. Play to the corner as Habs have it, looking to clear, but good job on the back check by Slom White to keep things alive for a moment, but eventually really clear down the ice. Right on goal is Dowley will leave it for his teammate. Picked up by Coleman, as he'll slow things down behind his own net. Coleman will play it towards the left wall. Here's Varon. Varon weaving his way through the middle of the ice. Enters the zone. Varon will find the trailer west. Here's Best. Best will hold on to it up top. Plays it over across for Coleman. Back to Best, who thought about a one-timer, but holds on to it instead. Here's Best. Plays it to the half wall for Vernon, who will drag and shoot up high. Stop made. And that's going to be covered up. As Esty uses the glove to make the save, and he has a little trouble with his helmet there as it came off, so that will cause a bit of a delay. Take a look at the New Brunswick standings. Once again, Canadians in 7th place. Jets are in 7th place in their league as well. Top scorers in that league. You can see Sam Markowski, 8 games, 5 goals, 8 assists. He leads his team in scoring. He's up there at the top of the league as well. He's dropped. As Jets have it behind the net. Here's Taylor. Taylor plays it up top for Watts. Watts holds on to it. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Taylor again on the half wall. Looks for a lane. Bryce Taylor plays it to the corner. Up top. Here's Watts. Back for Taylor. Has a step here. Taylor's shot blocked. Here's Brooks now. 12 seconds to go. Back for Taylor. Taylor down low for Brooks again. Brooks will take it behind the net. Looking for an option. Brooks will spin off a check. Plays it down low. In the corner is Taylor. Up top, here's Watts. Shot blocked. And watch out here on the block was Scott, but good defensive effort from Brooks to get back in time. Here's Varon. Varon will circle in his own zone, looking to start the rush for Valley. Varon will get the red line and hold on to it, but once it gets to the blue, we'll send it in deep. Out to play it is Esty. He'll go up the wall, dangerously plays it through a Jets player. This puck comes free up top of the blue line for the Canadians, but picked off. Here's Graves. Sawyer Graves on the left side, number 10, the righty, has the puck, puts the brakes on. Shot, stop made by Esty, and he covers the rebound for the whistle. 9:03 remaining here in the second. Take a look at the top scorers in the U13 AAA League. Cooper McDonald, who we just saw in the previous game, and Landon Andrews for the Valley Jets is right there, number 96. So watch out for number 96 in white today, Landon Andrews. He's had a pretty good start so far, but hasn't been able to score. He's on the ice right now. Puck will come free at the blue line. Here is Keegan Stella. Play towards the opposite wall. Looking for goal scorer Markowski, but will be sent the opposite direction. Puck bouncing. Here's Andrews. Andrews can get by the defender. Puck comes free. Toe drag. Shut up high. And what a beauty. Tie game. Edwin Veron finds a loose puck and puts it upstairs. And it's 1-1 here in Summerside. Gonna want to watch the replay of that one. As it was Andrews who made the original move. And then Varon found the loose puck, dragged it and kept it, and put it right up there on the top shelf. And they don't get much prettier than that. 1-1 game here in Summerside. Puck is dropped. Canadians have it. Here is Stella. It's going to be played to the wall. So Andrews, who I just mentioned, got the assist on that marker. He has the puck again. Watch out here. Here's Landon Andrews of a step. Andrews shot, just missing the post. It was number 96. A shot from the point, tipped. Hits a shin pad and they'll go to the corner. So the Jets, a bit of a sleepy first period, but they're back in the game right now. It's 1-1 and they have the momentum right now. Canadians have it on their stick. Here's Paisley looking at the line, and he will go for a change. As in on the forecheck, comes straight from Markowski. Markowski centering pass, shot is on, blocked. Nice look there from McShane, but he couldn't get the puck on net off the feed from Markowski. Puck put up the wall. Andrews will collect. Andrews through the middle, picked up off the stick. As Veron looking for a play here, so he goes skate to stick. Veron towards the goal on the backhand, stop made from Esty. That was a big one from the goaltender, and the penalty coming up on the play. So Valley will head back to the power play. As puck at the blue line is going to be touched up by the Canadians. Holding as a signal as Varon couldn't get loose as he was held by number 23 Adam Scott, who's back to the box. So with 7:27 to go, the Jets will head back to the power play. They just tied the game a few moments ago off the stick of Edwin Varon. Puck is dropped, one back by the Habs, but quickly turned over on the stick of Bryce Taylor. Jets have it. Here is Sloan White. Sloan White will switch spots with Taylor. Top of the circle, play up to the point. Here's Best. Back for Sloan White. Sloan White will walk in and shoot one low, looking for the posted in goal, but he just misses the iron. Puck ends up on the stick of Best on his own blue line. Here's Cooper Best. Played it over across for Morse. Return pass for Best. So we're nearing the halfway point of this game, which would be the 6-minute mark of this period. Here's Best. Best up the wall for Taylor. Taylor corrals it near the half wall. Plays it down low for Best. Back up top for Taylor at the top of the circle now. Taylor, nice toe drag. Will shoot one on the high, and he scores! Toe drag and shot and a goal, and it's 2-1. Bryce Taylor makes the move at the top of the circle, goes past the glove of Esty, and the Jets have scored 2 straight goals and their first lead of the tournament. What a move and what a finish by number 26, Bryce Taylor. And the Jets are flying high here in Summerside. They're up 2-1. Surprised I haven't made that reference yet. As Varon will take the puck, will slow things down. That's Thomas Varon. So Thomas and Edwin Varon out there. Number 6 is Thomas. And number 17 is Edwin Varon, the goal scorer. They'll be played towards the crease as they announce the goal. So Taylor from Cooper Best and Charlie Morse, those two get the assist on that power play goal. As puck is loose here, watch out. Here come the Jets. Potential 2-on-1, but couldn't make the play as Taylor was open in front, looking for a second of the game. Looking to clear the Canadians. They have the puck now. Here is McDougall. McDougall will look to get it in deep as his teammates are changing. Jets get possession. Here's Varon. That's Thomas Varon. Makes a move. Up the wall, kept him by the Canadians. That was Stella making the play. Shot by McDougall is going to be blocked. Jets will throw it the other way. As that nearly got loose for Andrews, as he has the puck now. Here's Landon Andrews on the right side, looking to pass in front, but he shoots it instead. He fooled me as well. Stop made by Esty. Andrews looking for the puck. Is 1-on-2 with 2 red jerseys. The white jersey will join that battle. That is Woodworth. Penalty coming up here on the play. Looks like it's going to the Jets. So delayed call. It's going to be touched up by Valley right in center ice. This looks like Landon Andrews, the top scorer for the Jets, out of the penalty box. So 5:08 to go in the second. Great game on hand here. 2-1 to score. Puck is dropped. Canadians have it on the power play. Over across for Stella. Shot from the point, glove down with confidence from the goaltender Galley. Makes a save for the Valley.
Jets penalty to number 96.
We'll cover up for the whistle.
Time 6:52. That's Andrews.
Roughing the call on Andrews. You can hear from the public address announcer at ice level. 5:01 to go in the second. We're past the halfway mark of regulation. This here's Markowski out there looking to tie the game. He scored the first goal for the Canadians. Here he is at the top of the circle. Plays it down low for McShane. McShane up top for Stella. Stella takes the shot. Plays it back for McShane on the half wall. Sent in deep for Keegan Stella. Over across for Markowski behind the net. Up top. Played to the line. Here's Hoyt. Played for Markowski, looking to weave his way through. Comes free for Stella up top. There's Stella towards the goal. It's going to be covered up by the goaltender Galley, which will stop play. The 4.5 to go here in the second. 2-1 game at the Ed McNeill Memorial Tournament. Canadians looking the same five out there. Jets make a few changes in the forward front. Minute 22 to go in the power play. Canadians have it. Markowski looking to spin off a check. He gets pinned to the boards, comes free for the Jets. Here's Best looking to clear, and he will. That'll be sent down the ice. Out to play it is Emery Esty. Leaves it for Stella. Stella has Brooks all over him on the forward check. Makes the play down low for Scott. Here's Cody Hoyt. Play it up ahead. McShane has it. McShane went to the zone. Makes a move. Over crossing for Markowski, who couldn't quite corral that one, but he bats it in midair. Markowski gets it back off the shin pad. Pass across him with the one-timer for Stella. That'll be knocked away. Stella will play it towards the corner, but right under the stick of Cooper Best, who's looking to clear. Comes free. Markowski, the skilled captain for the Canadians, plays it up top. Shot from the point. Rebounds there for Markowski, who shoots on the backhand of the side of the net. Markowski gets his own rebound. He gets taken down, but still makes a play. Up top, here is Hoyt over across for Stella. Stella faked the shot, find his brother on the goal line. Pass towards the goal. Markowski has it. He makes a tight move in front, but he couldn't lift it upstairs. 10 seconds to go, the man advantage. Jets looking to clear. Kept it at Markowski. Has the puck in front. Here's Stella. Just misses the top shelf. That would have tied the game. And that's going to be a penalty. So a tough situation there for the Canadians. They almost tied the game, and they just took a penalty off the ensuing play. So we're back to 5-on-5 for now. But once the Canadians touch the puck, it'll be another power play, this time for the Jets. Here's Slomwhite over to Andrews. Shot, stop made. That was touched by the goaltender, but they don't blow it down. Cycled in deep. Here's Slomwhite, who will play it towards the wall. Picked up off the stick of Hale, but this time it will be touched up, and that will stop play. Penalty on the way towards the Canadians, who just failed to capitalize on the man advantage. They'll head to the penalty kill now. Let's see what they send to the box. Looks like it'll be Keegan Stella, number 97. So Jets are up a goal. They'll head to the man advantage. Andrews back out there. He just served 2 minutes in the box. Their top scorer, Landon Andrews. Puck is dropped. One to the point. Here is Watts. Looking to find Andrews, but that'll hit a stick. Ends up in the corner. Looking for it is Graves. He'll collect it. Leaves it for Andrews. Here's Landon Andrews on the circle, but gets turned over. Gets it right back. Andrews on the half wall. Will play it to the point. Here's Watts. Watts will take the shot. Hold on to the puck. Looking for an option as they'll play over across for Thomas Varon. Varon will hesitate. Places the half wall for Edwin Varon. Varon looks for a lane. He scored the first goal for the Jets. Here's Varon again. Back to Varon. Varon over crossing for Andrews, but he couldn't handle the puck cleanly. That was the play they were looking for. Andrews in a prime location to shoot that puck, but he couldn't handle the pass. This here is Edwin Varon. He'll circle back. Both Varons on the power play together. Varon drops it off for Andrews, who faked me up here in the booth. Andrews has it. Will shoot off the rush, and he scores! What a play It all started with a drop pass in neutral zone, and it was finished off by Landon Andrews, top shelf, over the blocker. And the Jets have scored 3 straight goals here in Summerside. What a beauty of a pass in neutral zone by Varon as he left it for Andrews, who took the space, shot out the rush, and made no mistake past the blocker. So a power play goal for the Valley. Once again, they're up by 2 here in Summerside. As they have a puck again, here's Slom White, backhand towards the wall. He picked up in the corner by Shepard. Puck comes free for Slom White behind the net. Slom White has the puck on the wall. Puck comes free in the slot area, but picked up by the Canadians. That will just escape the zone, but send right back in deep, or at least tried to. The standing on that one was Veron. Both teams looking to get the puck off the boards. As it finally comes free for the Jets. Pass in front, but off the skate. Good defensive play by Paisley. Is only the rush for the Canadians. Played up ahead. Looking forward is Cargano. Cargano on the forward check, but getting there first was Worth. Puck in the corner. Way to the goal line. Chance here. Spinning and shooting. And the Habs have life. As that was Cam Cargano, who lets it go through the wicket to the goaltender. And with less than a minute to go, it's a 3-2 game here in Summerside. Sneaky shot there, number 44 in red. As it was all Jets for the last bit there, and all of a sudden, Canadians strike. So with less than a minute to go here in the second, it's a 3-2 game here at the Ed. Puck dropped at center ice, one back to the point. Habs have it. Played up ahead for Markowski. Markowski will try and send it in deep, but met there at the line by a white jersey. Both teams playing pinball in neutral ice as Coleman will finally collect it and send it in deep. Here's Chase Stella up the wall. Played up ahead, looking to spring his teammate. Puck step ahead for Markowski. Markowski in the corner. Has Coleman draped all over him. Canadians full possession. As here's McShane up to the point. Hoyt shot tipped and almost knocking out of midair was Stella looking for the equalizer. As played behind the net, here's Markowski. Pass in front, good stick from the goaltender. 15 seconds to go. Here's Hoyt pinching in. We'll play it around the wall. 10 seconds down the period. Jets have it, looking to clear, and that will make its way down the ice. Slowly trickling its way down, and will just be enough for an icing call. We have 2.8 on the clock here in Summerside. Let's see if the Canadians will pull their goalie or not. Looks like they'll keep him in. And they will pull the goalie with less than 3 seconds to go, looking for that equalizer late in the second period. Markowski in for the face-off. A clean win for the Jets will finish off the period as they pump fake the draw. This time it's dropped. It's a scrum job. Markowski has it, shot blocked in front. As Coleman was fired up after that defensive play. And after 2 periods here at the Ed, it's a 3-2 game. Jets scored 3 in a row, but a late response from the Habs makes it a 1-goal lead for the Valley. We'll be right back in just a moment for the third period of play here in Summerside. Welcome back for the third period of play. Habs and Jets here on High Bud Sports at the Ed McNeill Memorial Tournament. Habs opened the scoring in the first period on the first shift of the game. Sam Markowski had the goal. That was the score after the first, and then 3 straight goals from the Jets made it 3-1. And then a late goal from the Canadians made it 3-2. That's our story here so far. As here's Watts, the blue line. Sent in deep. As collision there behind the net. Arm stays down as 2 players collide. Reminder, there's no body contact in this tournament. U13 AAA rules. As here's Hoyt for the Habs. Nearly turned it over, and he did. Puck is loose in the blue paint, but cleared away by the Canadians. This pass up ahead. Here is McDougall, who'll send it in deep. Canadians can make a change here. Jets have it behind their own net, looking to start the breakout. Play up the wall for Watts. Looking to clear. As he just misses the stick of Vernon, who had a great drop pass for the 3rd goal of the game. Here's Scott now. Adam Scott enters his zone. He'll send it in deep. Puck makes his way around the wall. As Andrews first in the puck. He'll collect it in his own zone. Andrews looked to poke it ahead, but kept it at the line by Cam Gargano, the most recent goal scorer in this game, number 44 in red. That's going to be cleared down the ice. Here is Miller. Miller has it behind his own net. He'll slow things down. Miller circles back once again. Number 18 for Fredericton will play it up the wall. Here's McDougall. McDougall looking to clear, but he had Hale right on him. Still makes the play. Habs will get the line and send it in deep. 10:20 to go here in the 3rd period. You're here at the Ed McNeill in Summerside. Jets have it. Cross ice pass. Just out of the reach of the intended recipient, but ends up on a stick off the bounce. As Hale on the forecheck. Puck in the corner. Hale against Shepard. 2-on-2 now. Puck comes free for the Canadians. Poked up ahead for McDougall. Here's Easton McDougall. They'll send it down the ice, and that will be an icing call. No, it's nullified. As there to pick it up was Morse. There's Charlie Morse. Morse will start the rush himself. Gets to the red line of center ice, but nudged off the puck. Play to the middle. Here's McShane. McShane has the puck with Markowski. McShane will hold on to it in the circle. Pass towards the goal, looking for the tip. Rebound's there for Stella. Played behind the net. Here's Markowski centering pass. McShane spinning and shooting. Rebound's there in the crease. They whack away. That's going to be covered up by the goaltender in desperation. Was Galley, who freezes things here in Summerside. Stay tuned for our post-game interview at ice level after the game. McShane in for the face-off. This is the Habs top line. They're inside the offensive zone. That's going to be played inside the Jets bench, which will stop play once again. They'll redo that previous face-off. This time, Markowski will take the draw against Bryce Brooks. Puck is dropped. One back to the point. There's Paisley sent to the half wall. Here's Stella, back to Paisley. Shot looking for the tip off the pad. Rebound cleared to the corner. McShane finds it. McShane looking for Shepard up top. Shepard plays it back down towards the wall, but it's going to be picked off by the Jets and cleared down the other way. Paisley, last man back for the Canadians. Makes a move past the forechecker, but it's tipped to the puck by Taylor. Bryce Taylor leads it off. Shot is on with a wraparound attempt from Brooks, but that will be fanned on. Here's Taylor behind the net. Bryce Taylor has the puck in the corner. Makes a few moves, but it's tripped to the puck. Here's McShane. Up ahead for Stella. 2-on-2 with Barkowski. Stella has the puck still. Will fire one up high off the side of the net. Look good from up here. Stella will play it over to his brother, Chase Stella. Shot looking for a tip in front into the glove of the goaltender Galley, who will stop play with 8:25 to go here in the 3rd. 1-goal game at the Ed McNeill Memorial Tournament. Our 3rd game of the day, 6th overall, as there's a game going on in each pad. This is the Island Petroleum Energy Center, and right across is the Turcoant Arena. I was told it's a lot colder in that arena, so happy to be in this one. Looking to clear is Woodworth. Luke Woodworth through the middle. Goes cross ice. Hoyt will collect it inside his own zone. Hoyt will go up the wall. Looking to poke it ahead. But Jets regain possession. Here is Watts. Play to neutral ice. As Gilbert looking to get into the zone, but picked off by Varon. Here's Thomas Varon, number 6. Will play up for Woodworth. Woodworth will send it in deep. Out to play it is Esty. And so leave it for Hoyt. Hoyt will go up the wall. as he finds Kirkpatrick looking to clear. Jets will regain possession. Here's Watts on his own blue line. Played up ahead as, watch out, as Andrews just entered the ice. Andrews on the left side has the puck, gets the defender, but Stella, a desperation effort, gets it right back. 7.5 to go in the third, 1-goal game. Battle for the puck, comes free for the Canadians. Played up ahead, here comes Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick went to the zone, makes a move. We'll wait for his teammates to join the battle as they're all changing right now except for him, but we'll turn it over as Varon gets the puck. Here is Edwin Varon. Made the nice play to Andrews a few moments ago. Varon has it. We'll poke it towards the corner. Varon makes a few moves in tight, but that will end up off of his stick. Habs have it. Play towards the middle, but off a twig of the Jets, and they'll be sent down towards the opposite direction. 7 minutes ago here in the third period. You're watching the Ed McNeill Memorial Tournament. Here's McDougall. McDougall will poke it up ahead, looking for Cargano, but stripped to the puck by Andrews. Here is Landon Andrews. Enters the zone. Puck in the corner, comes free for Andrews and for Patrick. Picked up by the Canadians. Here's Darragh looking to clear. Put over across for Scott. Scott has 2 penalties in this game. One of them was a costly one. Let's hear Slom White. Slom White turned over. Watch out, here's Markowski. Shot blocked in front. Ends up on the stick of Shepard. Shepard played towards Stella. Stella looking for Markowski, but the backhand saucer pass was intercepted. Puck played behind the net. Up the wall, here is Slom White. Slom White makes a move off the boards. Poked up ahead for Graves. Graves will stop play and play it back. Here's Morse. Charlie Morse up the wall, finds Hale. As we're inside the last half of this third period, 6 minutes to go. Canadians have it in their own zone. Up the boards, Markowski, nice play to find Stella. 2-on-1 developing with Shane. Stella will hold on to it, makes a move, drop pass, Markowski. Shot just goes wide. That would have been a beauty for the Habs to tie things up. But we'll play on here. Puck in the corner, penalty on the play. As slashing is the signal from the referee. Heading to the box is Charlie Morris. He's a little too aggressive in front of the net. So 5.5 to go in the third. Canadians went to the man advantage, looking to tie the game. Markowski, Stella, McShane still out there, as well as Stella and Hoyt on the blue line. So both Stella's back out there. Here is Markowski. Markowski looking to play up top for Hoyt, and he will. Hoyt, back for Markowski. Back for Hoyt up top. Back for Markowski as a lane. Watch out here. Play up top for Stella. Stella will shoot one through the screen. Redirected wide by the goaltender. Here's Hoyt. Play to the blue line. Now will be sent back in deep as Watts has the puck with plenty of time to clear, and he will do so. As Canadians will start the breakout. Here's McShane. 1:12 to go on the power play. Same units out there. Here is Stella. Stella behind the net has the puck. Keegan Stella makes his way around the zone. Up top for Stella, who let a shot go. Redirected wide by Markowski. But that was Keegan to chase Stella. And watch out here on the goal line is Keegan Stella. Up top for Chase Stella. Stop. Tipped in front there. And that will just stay in the blue paint. Watch out, where is it? As the Jets will just clear it out. Puck was right there for the taking in the crease. As here's Hoyt. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Hoyt has it. 4 minutes to go in regulation. As turned over. Chance in front. Stop made and tight by Emery Esty. That was a big one for his team as they'll stop play. With 25 seconds to go here in the third at the Ed McNeill Memorial. Edwin Varon and Andrews back out there for this face-off inside the offensive zone. They're still short-handed. But whenever those two are on the ice, it's always an opportunity for the Jets, no matter what the situation is. Canadians have them on their own net. He played over across for McLean. Thomas McLean up the left wall, enters the zone. Pass up ahead, 2-on-1 developing, but that's out of the reach of Gilbert as he couldn't make the play, and that will be turned over and sent down the ice. We're on to Esty, who will poke it up ahead for Scott. As we're back to 5-on-5, Morse back out there. Jets kill the penalty. 3.5 to go in the third period. Pass up ahead, picked off by the Jets. Played towards the middle. Scott has it now for the Canadians. Here comes Kirkpatrick onto the zone, but nudged off the puck. Sent the other way. Miller will retrieve it. Miller spins out the forecheck, but gets taken down. That'll be a penalty once again to the Jets as Woodworth gets his stick into the feet of the Jets player. And with 3:06 to go, Canadians want to back to the power play as they'll send out McShane, Markowski, the Stella brothers, and Hoyt with his power play once again. Puck is dropped. Here's Hoyt. Hoyt over to Markowski. He'll walk in. Markowski plays it down low for McShane. Up top, Hoyt has it. He'll walk the line. Back over McShane. McShane will let a slap shot go. Rebounds there and cleared away. Or no, kept in. Here's Stella. Puck is loose in the blue paint, and this time it will be cleared down by the Jets. Out to play it is Esty. 25 seconds have gone on the power play. Here's Hoyt. Leaves it for Stella. Here's Chase Stella behind his own net. Number 72 in red, the assistant captain, has the puck. Will hold on to it, looking for a lane. Pass up ahead, out of the reach of Markowski. That's him in best will battle, but it's going to be an icing call against the Canadians. So we'll drop the puck 200 feet the other way. As looks like the Habs just call a timeout. We'll take this time to thank the event sponsors. You can see on your screen there. None of this is possible without them. This is a great tournament, one of the best ran tournaments in Eastern Canada at the U32 AAA level, of course. So I'll give you a recap of the game. So Sam Markowski scored the opening goal in the first. That was the only goal of the first period. And then 3 straight from the Jets. Edwin Barron, Bryce Taylor, and Landon Andrews made it 3-1. And Cam Cargano, with less than a minute to go in the second period, made it 3-2. That's our story so far. So both teams are ready. Face off inside the Canadian zone. They're on the power play down a goal. One back by the Jets. Here's Watts up top. Watts plays to the corner. Slonwhite has it. Slonwhite will send it the opposite direction, which will kill some clock. That's going to be poked up ahead by Galley. Jets will regain possession and send it right down as Stella will collect. Here's Chase Stella on the right side. 2 minutes to go in the third. Stella will send it in deep. As goalie to the bench now, so this is the game here. Pass off the wall, kept in by Hoyt. Hoyt plays to the half wall to McShane. McShane towards the goal off the shoulder. Puck right there in the crease, and a big save from Galley as he went post to post. Puck was right there off the deflection off the boards. The game is still 3-2. So 6 on 4 rather. That is empty. Puck is dropped. One back to the point. Played over crossing for Markowski. Markowski has it. Up top for Hoyt. Hoyt back for Markowski. Here's a chance for McLean. McLean will walk in and shoot one off the post. That one grazes the iron. Will play on. Here is Markowski up for Hoyt, who couldn't handle the pass. And it's a loose puck. Foot race, and it's going to be put in by number 17, Edwin Barron, who ices the game. So Barron, with the insurance marker into the empty net, his second of the day, third point of the evening. 4-2 your score with 1:22 to go. Puck is dropped. Run back by the Canadians. Here's Paisley. Played over across for Miller. Here's Gargano. Gargano has it. Up for Paisley.
Short-handed goal. Second in the game, over number 17, Edwin Barron.
Poked up the boards. There's Brooks. Brooks up ahead. Here's Vernon again looking for the hat trick. Nice move. Vernon just missing the top shelf, and he's put on a show here today as Vernon gets right back in a glove stop. As in desperation mode was Emery Esty. Vernon almost scored 3. Would have been his 4th point of the day. So an early contention of player of the day for sure is number 17 for the Jets. He's out there for this face-off. Puck is dropped. Vernon at the blue line. That is Thomas Byrne. It's gonna be sent in deep. This here's Barron. Barron has it in the corner. 40 seconds to go. Puck comes free for Andrews. Andrews will dig it back towards the wall. Comes free for number 96 in white. Here's Andrews. Finds Barron. Barron will drag, hold on to it. Forehand, backhand, moving tight. Rebounds there off the side of the net. As Barron playing with the buzzer here. Shot from Andrews just goes wide. They play to the wall. Barron has it. As 5 seconds remaining now. And it looks like the Jets have won this game. So final score is 4-2. Jace Galley gets the win in goal for the Valley. And the Jets are 1-0 to start the Ed McNeill Memorial Tournament. Final score once again 4-2.
Both teams please line up to the respective blue lines for presentation of the player.
So shake hands at center ice. A great performance from the Jets. It looked like it was going to be all Canadians, but they were able to come back after giving up the first goal. As we'll stay on the air here for the player of the game. I know who my picks are, but let's see who the coaches
The player
pick.
for the Fredericton Canadians is number 19, Beckett McShane.
So McShane, number 19 for the Habs, gets player of the game honors. And let's see who gets it for the Jets.
The player of the game for the Valley Jets is number 17, Edwin Barron.
So Barron, no surprise there as he gets mauled by his teammates. Edwin Barron, the captain, with a great performance today. 2 goals and an assist. As he'll be joined at ice level by Justin Belanger for a post-game interview. So we'll throw it down to you, Belly. Take it over.
What's up, Edwin? Okay, tell us one. Are we good? Edwin Barron, 2 goals, 1 assist. Congratulations on the first win of the tournament. You look good out there. How'd you feel?
I felt great. I was just trying to work hard.
Where do you get the confidence to make that drop pass in the neutral zone on the power play to your centerman coming up that sniped top right? Were you born with that confidence, or is that something that was built over time?
No, I just got confidence and landed. Just shoot it, not rocket.
It looked like you had eyes at the back of your head there.
Thank you.
What does your team need to do in order to win this tournament?
Just keep playing the same way and lock down on D.
Awesome. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Oh boy, good job.